Hey there. I think it's really important for us to talk about what happens when we don't forgive people for something that they have done wrong. A lot of people go through lots of trauma because of something that someone has done. And the idea behind forgiveness isn't so that the other person will feel like they've been forgiven. It is so that you can forgive them for what they have done so that you can live an easier life. So, say for instance, somebody has done something really wrong to you, whether it's a sexual assault or whatever it is, narcissism, all those kinds of things. Once you get away from that interaction, that person, you're going to be wondering, why do I need to forgive this person? Well, forgiveness is about you first. It's not about them. It is about you first, because you're the one who's going to feel the difference within you. You're the one who's going to shift your thinking, your life, your way of being once you forgive. So there's two things about forgiveness. Number one is about the emotional effects. When you're not able to forgive someone, you are pretty angry. We all are. Human nature goes that way. Human nature says that if there's something to forgive, and if we can't quite forgive it, then we're going to be in anger mode. We're going to be bitter about things, and we're going to lash out at people, and they won't even know why you're lashing out, because something they may have said or done might trigger you to take you back to the trauma that you experienced before. So forgiveness is important. Even if it's only for that reason, forgiveness is important. You also don't trust your own way of moving around the world after something traumatic has happened, so that you feel like you can't forgive someone. You need to be able to say, okay, I forgive this, because they can only come to the table with what they know. Beyond that, they can't come to the table. They don't know better than that. The other thing to remember is that every behavior has a positive intention. Now, I know that sounds really messed up, but in their minds, because they don't think the same way that you do, they did something to get, instant gratification, or to get something out of it that is in their minds. It's not the same way that you might think, but it is how they are thinking. So always remember that if somebody does something wrong, it's because their thought pattern is, every behavior has a positive intention. My behavior has a positive intention. If I steal that cake, I'm going to be eating cake, that sort of thing. So for them, every behavior has a positive intention, just like it is the same thing for you. The physical effects are much more damaging, very damaging, because your physical is going to tell you for sure. If you're not forgiving, and if you're angry, and if you're sad, and if you're, grieving the loss and all those kinds of things, your heart chakra, your body is just going to tell you in no uncertain terms, because your physical is going to show up with all kinds of bodily symptoms, all kinds of illnesses, unexplained sometimes, as to why something is going on for you. So as you can see, you need to be able to learn how to forgive, and I can teach you all of that in some of my sessions. So, it's about the digestive systems. It's about your heartburn. It's about, your throat chakra is very important for being able to speak your truth. And if you're not able to speak your truth, then, it's going to cause you some trouble in life. Your blood pressure could go up, and sexual response might really decrease when you're traumatized, or when you are constantly triggered by something that went on before. After therapy, though, there is a lot of good chance that all of these kinds of things will be reduced. They'll be, once you've been able to learn to forgive, that you'll be able to learn with joy again. You'll be able to sit there and just laugh for no reason again. Stress is going to melt away. You'll be able to sleep better. All those kinds of things will happen for you. So the next question is how? Well, here's how you do it. You do it by two things. Number one, you can book that session. It's at the end of this whole entire course. You can book a session with me, or you can start with something as simple as the next part of the module, which is the forgiveness exercise. So I'm going to leave that piece to you and let you kind of work through that. But in the meantime, I'm here for you anytime you have a question. So just reach out to me anytime you need help with something. I'm always here for you. So take good care, and let's talk about forgiveness some more. Have a great afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world, and I will talk to you next time. Take good care.